Hello everyone, welcome to a new YouTube video, this time with Nebulous Fleet Command and with some gameplay, as there's a new patch for this game which introduces 2 new maps and also introduces a buff to light cruisers, and that light cruisers already had been one of my favorite ship classes beforehand. I thought I might as well try them out in this gameplay. And first of all, I wanted to show you what is in my light cruiser fleet. My light cruiser fleet is based around 3 light cruisers and 1 small scout ship in form of a corvette. The light cruisers are all pretty similar. They have 4 2.5 guns, with 2 of them having 4 guns with fire control radar, and 1 of them having 5 guns, relying on the others' fire control to be more accurate, but giving a bit more firepower to the whole fleet with 1 extra gun. The buffs to these, to the light cruisers, are all around buffs. They got some buffs to their armor thickness, which is now 30 centimeters, so they are harder to penetrate for smaller ships. They got a buff to their top speed, so they can run faster or like close up faster to beam destroyers, for example, so it's easier to keep beams out of your range and shooting at them whilst they try to close in, so that is good. And then the other thing that got buffed is the armor, the ammo for the 250mm guns. Not the normal one, but their 250mm HE RPF rounds. Those now deal a bit more damage. And I'm gonna use 100 of these now on each ship. Hadn't done this before. Let's actually reduce each of these by 50. And let's add 100 of these. And let's do it here as well, as these now deal more damage, so it's worthwhile bringing them now. 100 shells might be a bit too little, but I'm trying out to see how much ammo I actually need to bring in my ships. Maybe I bring a bit too many HE and AP shells. We'll get to see in the battle. But yeah, this is my fleet, and now it's time to get into the action. So here we go. We are now on the Eyes of Nyx maps in a 4v4 with our fleet. The goal of our fleet is to capture some points around the edges, to hit light ships, and to stay out of fights with battleships. Maybe support some lighter ships as well. We'll help out this guy, I would say. Goal should be to capture 3 points on this map, as there's 5. So if you control 3, you win the game. And this is what we're gonna try to do. The Tick, Trick and Truck, the German names for Huey, Dewey and Louie, are coming in. Named after some of my biggest childhood heroes. And here we go. Entering the Solomon system with our light cruisers. Our ally over here has some light cruisers as well. These, though, are... This is a point defense one. This is a gun one. And this is a gun one as well. Okay.
What are our orders, Commander?
So, we are heavy light cruiser fleet. So everything that is lightly armored, we should completely bust. But against battleships, we will have trouble with this, because we don't seem to have any missiles. I don't have any missiles on my ship. And we also don't have any railguns or beams. And railguns, beams, and missiles is usually how you beat heavy ships. And whilst the cannons, the rapid fire cannons we got here, are more efficient
At the ready, Commander.
against lighter targets. And that is the goal. To get to those. We got a battleship up here that has some railguns. Shouldn't fly into the middle too far to rise in years. I don't think that's a good idea. Else we have another railgun battleship. Yeah, exactly. Antares is right. This battleship shouldn't go into the middle. Let's see.
Yes, Commander.
Oops, English keyboard. Let's go over here
Underway.
for now.
We're underway. At the ready, Commander. Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Yeah, let's stay behind the Nagase.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
We should be easily overwhelming any light forces, as I said. Question is, what do we do against heavier forces? Our jamming ship is up here. We might already want to jam somewhat in the general vicinity of the enemy.
Buzzers activated.
Not amazing.
Buzzers on.
Yeah, this is better.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
So if enemy comes around, they might get jammed from the get-go. As we are getting around the edge, so the enemy might be able to come around the edge as well. Zone eclipse is the spot over there. Can't really contest that, as this is forward to the enemy. Just this. Point C is towards us. Alpha, Delta, and point B are the ones that are worthwhile trying to contest. Jamming cone is pretty good. Like pretty much where I wanted it to be.
How can we help today, Commander? Securing zone Atlas. Receiving.
I think for now we can turn off communications on these.
The enemy secured zone.
Want to only receive.
Got you 5 by 5.
Ooh, railgun shots on our ship at Alpha.
We have secured zone Comet. Quiet. Command's on the line.
Okay, my teammate is going deep. So I will try to go into myself. Oh, missiles coming our way. Heading towards C. Guess you don't have any anti-missile defense? Oh, you have some. Question is, are these missiles going for him? On the heads coming in, but they seem to be too far away from now. Question is, how close will they get? Okay, they are out of destroying themselves because they are out of range. Good. We now have 2 points, the enemy has 1 point, so we're getting an advantage now over the enemy. My jammer is reloading. No jamming right now. Needs to cool down. Might want to go close to this rock
On the way, Commander.
with the jamming ship. Might allow it to sneak into Epsilon if that ever comes up. I'd help out if anything goes down there. Some jamming.
Quiet. Command's on the line.
And now the fleet of my ally over here seems to have the same speed as mine, so that's quite helpful. And sticking together. Getting jammed here now.
Commander. Got you 5
No.
by 5.
This ship is getting jammed, which
We hear you, Command.
someone got jammed.
Quiet. Command's
Okay,
on the line.
weird. No enemy spotted
How can we help
just
today,
yet.
Commander? We hear you, Command. Send
Why
your
do we
traffic.
see the jamming stuff? And none of my ships is getting jammed.
Send your traffic.
This is odd. Okay, this ship is running into a jam.
Got you 5 by 5. Commencing electronic fires.
Let's jam even further downward.
Blinding them.
In the hopes that something is behind the rock.
What
We
are our
might
orders,
jam with
Commander?
this. Nope, too far up.
We are en route, Commander.
Not quite in the zone.
We're underway.
This will bring us in.
Got you 5 by 5.
We still have nothing spotted on our side of the rocks, but on the other side, something has been spotted. Seems to be a small warship. As real gunshots are going through it or around it. Okay, something hit. Okay, some of our railgun shots are hitting. So they're not over penetrating. It doesn't seem to be a super small ship, I guess.
We hear you, Command.
Now we're getting our third point. And the enemy is still down to only one. This is really good.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Something
How
is
can we help
coming
today,
up
Commander?
up here. Okay. Ooh. Ships over here getting
Quiet.
hit
Command's
up
on
by the
the line.
railguns. Something is above me. I need to be careful. We'll get out of B. Following up my teammate.
We have secured zone boxer. We'll be there before you know it. Got you 5 by 5.
Okay.
Missile under scope. Moving out. The enemy secured zone dagger.
Oh, it's a battleship actually. Okay, and the enemy went into dagger with a hell of a lot of forces.
Aye aye. Full power. We hear you, Command.
Me reigns there. That's a lot of small ships, I would guess.
Yes, Commander.
Don't want to get involved with that just yet.
At the ready, Commander. Buzzers
Let me jam
activated.
these. Let's jam these. I think my jam is not too strong on this range anymore, but better do something than nothing. We're also jamming into the rock. Yep. Okay.
Quiet. Command's on the line.
Let's follow these ships up. as they should allow us to heavily overwhelm the enemy. There's a railgun ship somewhere in this vicinity. Scout here is flying around. But yeah, this scout over here will most likely not make it out.
What are our orders, Commander?
Here there is some jamming action.
Got you 5 by 5.
We're jamming their battleship here. This is now moving into visual range again. Or like direct range. I'm not covered behind rocks anymore. Whilst the tick, trick and truck are moving around to finally hit some more enemies. But this game is slow, as you can see. Ooh, there's the rains up here. It actually gets hit by the railguns. Even with no lock on. Though, obviously, yeah. Against the Reigns, which is the smallest ship without fire control lock on. Getting actual hits with railgun shots. Not the easiest thing to do. We might be better advised to not shoot right now because we're revealing ourselves. But we're getting some hits. Ship is still out of action, so yeah. Out of range. We'll follow up my teammate over here.
Course laid in.
Ooh, something new popped up. Not sure what this is. Huh? Okay.
Go ahead, Command. Aye, aye, Commander. We're moving.
Let's jam that. Yep.
Awaiting your orders, Commander. I don't think we can hit that one, Commander. We can't target them from that distance.
Okay. We're too far away to hit that. Both with
What are our orders, Commander?
fire control and with lock on. I'm not sure it's a good idea what we gonna do right now. Trying to hunt this down.
Turning up the engines now. We are en route, Commander.
Yeah. Okay, modeling in 3D space is not the easiest.
Course laid in. How can we help
But with
today,
enough
Commander?
firepower we might be able to do it. So yeah. And the jam on this ship
We hear
is
you.
quite intense. Who? Small fleet
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
of ships is coming in. My teammate is opening up fire. Can't really do much about the bee swarm. Okay, live pods is coming out of this one. Still 8,000 meter range. It's a battleship, yeah. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Not sure we can take out a battleship, but I for sure need to help him. 1 versus 3, the battleship might for sure have a good shot of winning, even if it's a railgun battleship and not a beam battleship, and it is a railgun battleship fully. Yeah, full-on railguns. So it's not the best CQC fighter.
The enemy is securing zone
Okay, that's fine for now. Oh, we stopped jamming it.
We are en route, Commander. Got you 5 by 5.
8,000 meters, so still need to close in a bit more. Enemy is trying to turn here. Getting some railgun hits in from afar.
Quiet. Commands
Next,
on the line.
the other Solomon is
Yes,
around
Commander.
over there.
Receiving.
Okay, less than 1 kilometer range to
Negative.
close in.
That target is out of our range. Too far. We hear you, Command.
5,700. Closing in.
Course laid in.
5,400. It's next to being completely screwed. Oh. Missiles coming someone's way. We don't know what... Okay, these are light cruisers, okay. Yeah, 3 enemy light cruisers.
Target confirmed.
Now we can
Reporting.
light them up.
We're reading you. Yeah, we see him. Eyes on target.
Let's light them up.
Locking
Real
down
good.
target. What are our orders, Commander?
Overwhelming fire support. Lock on with everything we got. Let's get this.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Is it? It's still moving. Okay, now it stopped having any engine. Okay, I guess this player surrendered.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Going for E sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
We'll be there before you know it. How can we help today, Commander?
Got to move this ship into
Copy
position
that.
where it
Moving.
can jam down to B. So that it can help us out
Copy that. Moving.
in the light cruiser fights that are about to come. And we see lifeboats.
Yes, Commander. Ready. Send traffic. Yes, Commander.
Lifeboats out of this range as well.
We hear you, Command.
Wait, does he have normal guns as well? Ah, he has secondary batteries, okay.
Quiet. Command's on the line. We can take him. We can take him. We'll get it done. Send traffic.
Let's switch over to HE shells because they are effective, most effective against light cruisers.
How can we help today, Commander?
Also, the battleship that was around there needs to be crippled with jams and stuff.
Moving out.
Gotta be somewhat careful.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Like, they're moving away somewhat. Can't really follow my teammate just yet.
Orders.
Let's turn on the systems again. Okay, he's jammed. That's why he doesn't see anything.
Quiet. Command's on the line.
And this one seems to be hit.
Send your traffic.
Let's get you lower. So that your jam actually can do something.
Moving out. Yes, Commander.
Okay, now we see stuff again.
Course laid in. We are en route, Commander. Now let's finish them.
Locking that target.
Let's try to get a
What
lock
are
on.
orders, Commander? Tracking target.
As this one should be the first to be
Ready.
available.
Yeah, we've got him now.
Oh, we're getting locked on.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
Receiving.
Okay. Still not in a firing position.
We are en route, Commander.
Okay.
Firing solution locked in.
We got
Target
this one
lock
locked in.
achieved.
Yeah, we see him. Solution locked in.
Let's open up fire.
Eyes on target. Target locked.
Target confirmed.
And let's give them
Yeah, we
hell.
see him.
Out of 13 guns with rapid fire. This one should be dead in a second. Okay, engine seems to be down.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Let's lock onto this one.
We can take him.
We'll get it done.
We
And
hear
let's
you,
focus
Command.
this down as it seems to be the most healthy of them. Let's go further down so we keep a firing angle.
At the ready, Commander.
And you need to move down to E. Not quite that far.
On the way, Commander.
Just move you down to E.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Okay. This one doesn't shoot anymore, does it? Ah, it still shoots with a couple of cannons. But we still hit quite well. And they seem to be getting pretty demolished by now.
Target lock achieved. Engaging.
Let's hit the last one. As it tries to run now.
Standing by. Yeah, we see them.
I can't
Ooh.
see anything.
Something exploded.
The enemy is
In
near
Alpha.
us.
Quiet. Command's on the line.
Something exploded over there as well.
Up the engines now.
Yeah, we don't see quite yet what survived, what didn't. Guess something close exploded.
Awaiting your orders, Commander. We're locked on to target. Engaging. Now let's finish it.
Let's finish them off, yeah.
Target. What are our orders, Commander?
Well, let's try to move towards A.
Turning up the engines now.
We are securing Zone Boxer.
Send traffic.
Just let the last couple of shots fire this direction. This ship is still firing. So we might as well try to finish it off before we go over to A. The volley here is closing in onto E. That ship I still have to rename. Forgot about that. And yeah,
Standing by.
it's an easy battle here, I would say. It's an easy battle by now. Our battleships did what battleships are best for. Ooh, my teammate also got into the explosion here. Not looking too healthy. Okay, this one has a lot of holes now. I think it stopped returning fire by now. This one is out of action. This one should nearly be. As you can see, a lot of holes where air is venting out. Most turrets seem to be dysfunctional as well. And yeah, the explosion wasn't too healthy for the hull either, I would expect. And this one is completely gone already, as you can see on the red lights on the bridge.
What are our orders, Commander?
So, last thing left is that Keystone Swarm, which should be a good target for us. Yeah, beams are dangerous. Need to get rid of beams.
Negative. That target is out of our range.
We need to get closer to help our teammate out, because that's the best target for us actually. Keystone beam fleets
We'll be there before
in the open is what we want to slaughter. And as they're closing in towards us. Let's
We are securing Zone
see.
laid in.
Can we try to get there?
We are securing Zone
We're getting towards Eclipse. All ships still at a 10 kilometer range. Okay, first one closer at 9,000 now. Actually somewhat flying away from me.
I don't think we can hit that one, Commander.
Can't just lock on yet. Okay,
We hear you, Command.
still 9,000 something.
What are our
Oh, we're
orders,
getting
Commander?
locked on by something. Solomon is on the other side of the rock still.
Got you 5 by 5.
Got the holy.
We have secured Zone.
Hit it with a jammer. Yeah,
We have secured Zone Atlas.
let's hit it with a jammer then. And get to a position where it might even be easier to jam it.
What are our orders, Commander? We hear you, Command.
8,000 something.
Send traffic.
This one doesn't seem to be
Target locked.
100% dead yet, so let's change that.
We hear you, Command. Negative. That target is out of our range.
Negative. Too far. Standing by.
Okay, for now. We're still somewhat out of range,
We hear you, Command.
but we're getting closer. We got Alpha, so all there is this battleship that we lost line of sight on.
Got you 5 by 5. What are our orders, Commander?
And then these couple of ships over here.
Orders. Negative. Too far.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Let's hit that keystone. And it's a keystone fleet that seems to be built on keystones that ain't that good, so yeah. Let's just finish them off.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, this is how you play light cruiser fleets. Yeah, the battleship we had to overwhelm, we did that, but it also was a lot down to our railgun ships in the end. I would have loved to get closer to this earlier.
Heads up. They're jamming.
But yeah, two light cruiser fleets sticking together have an insane amount of firepower. I was a bit too far behind Phil, a bit better coordination could have helped out a lot. Enemy at least got up to 788 points. They tried to play objective. Now we're getting jammed by the explosion. Explosion giving too much noise, so our radar was overwhelmed there for a second. But we now see the enemy again. We can't finish them off.
Locking that target.
Let's finish this off.
We hear you, Command.
Whilst maybe flying it towards Delta.
We'll be there before you know it.
Not quite far enough to hit Delta fully.
We're underway.
Okay, now we're actually flying into Delta. And this ship should be done for in a second as well. Surprising the beams didn't shred this battleship, as there were quite a couple of beams onto this battleship. Like the ambush of the DDs towards this battleship weren't too bad. But now the only thing remaining is that
We hear you, Command.
battleship over there that is trying to come around.
At the ready, Commander. Commencing electronic fires.
Where is it? It's above us.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Yeah, all of these are dead now. This is overkill as well.
Reporting. Eyes on target.
Quiet. Command's on the line. Target lock achieved. How can we help today, Commander?
Lock
Let's
target.
look on these targets. Yeah, life pods coming out down there.
Eyes on target.
Tracking target.
Let's fully finish this off. Battleship is still trying to come around.
Got you 5 by 5.
How are you not seeing the battleship?
Send your traffic.
Okay.
Aye, aye, Commander. We're moving.
Is this a battleship of ours that's getting shredded here? Yeah, it is.
We hear you, Command.
Okay.
We're locked on target.
AP shells.
Firing solution locked in. Turning up.
Command,
Actually,
you're under
let's
fire.
return.
Receiving.
And let's hit it with all we got.
Yeah, we see them. Orders. Knock him out. Solution locked in.
Awaiting your
13
orders,
guns of 250mm should do some damage. 450mm is what the bigger ships have, and 250mm penetration is just enough to do some damage against battleships with the AP shell. Doesn't do too much though. So yeah, we have 13 guns, but we have 13 guns that don't do insane damage, whilst railguns obviously against each other on battleships are pretty good. Railguns against smaller ships have the problem of over-penetrating a lot, so they're not too amazing there. But they have the long range, and they have some good fire control as well.
Awaiting your orders, Commander.
Let's try to actually get up there to that battleship. Get close and comfortable.
We are en route, Commander.
One of the Vauxhalls
Quiet. Command's on the line.
might still be okay. But here we go. A lot of fire coming down to that Solomon. From us and from the railguns. Railguns might deal more damage than we do here, that's for sure. But hey, we have 13 guns firing, so yeah. And here we hit them hard. And we only see our shells hitting them in the darkness because we don't have enough intel. Not good enough radar and not good enough intel to actually see more. But it's enough. It's enough. You actually see impacts. Maybe that's something that needs to be changed as well, because you see too much in the darkness maybe. Intel currently is not quite important enough, but that might change with more classes coming and so on. That intel then might be even more interesting, and obviously once you see the model you also see what exactly is on the outside of the ship. How many guns they have and so on, that you don't see here, so intel is still important, but could maybe be even more important. And here we go. We won the battle by getting 1000 points. And yeah, Nebulous is just such an enjoyable game for me, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And there will be more videos in the future. There will be more tournaments hosted for this game in the future as well by me and by the SDL. And if you'll want to see more, I also stream it on Twitch, so consider following me there. And I hope to see you in the next video. Let's see what we did actually before we leave. I received 48 damage in the whole game. Did some okay damage to the enemy, but our teammates did more. 51,000 damage here. I guess we did more damage than Phil, but Phil tanked for us. Received quite some damage there for us. Risen here also tanked quite a lot for the team. That's it. I hope to see you in the next one, and bye bye.